We are less than 24 hours away from dropping the puck on Game 1 between the Walleye and the Tulsa Oilers. The Fish enjoying a couple of days off after knocking Cincinnati out. And then some practice this week. A bit of a different series here now. Cyclones and Walleye were familiar foes, meeting 9 times in the regular season. The Walleye and Oilers just twice. And while familiarity may breed contempt, unfamiliarity won't hurt the physicality of this conference final.
It's tough to say. We haven't been out there with them for quite a while, but it is the conference finals. Both teams are going to be really hungry and playing hard, so I'm sure it's going to be plenty physical, and I don't have a problem with that. I think our team matches up well with that. We have a pretty solid team, a lot of good size, and team toughness, so I think that'll play in our favor.
I think it's going to be a more physical series than what the last one was. I think it's going to be important that we're on top of pucks, and again, the way we've been playing defensively is on top of players and staying on the D side. It's going to be our main focus here.
It's definitely exciting, still playing hockey this late in the year. There's only a few teams left that get to do that, and being with your buddies out there doing it every time, that's the best. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Here's a look at how it shapes up, and if you don't know by now, it all starts on Friday. First 2 games here in Toledo. That includes that Mother's Day afternoon tilt. Take Mom to the arena. Happy Mother's Day. Then 3 in Tulsa, if needed, on Game 5, and then Game 6 and 7, Toledo and Tulsa as well. It doesn't matter if it is in Toledo or Tulsa. Every game live right here on BCSN. Matt Melzak, the voice of the Walleye and of hockey in Toledo, was in studio earlier this week talking about this one. If we were going into the Western Conference Finals as we are now, and you gave 3 stars, I got to think number 1 has got to be Pat Nagel.
Sure.
Number 2, Brian Moore?
Actually, I might go Greg Wolf. And the reason why is he's your leader in points during the playoffs. He's got 6 goals, 6 assists. He's having a great playoff. He's a veteran guy. He's been through a little bit of this. And, the way he's performed and come up big so far, 4 of his 6 goals have been game winners. He's finding a way to get the job done for Toledo. I would put him in that group. And, obviously Brian Moore would fit in at some point in the star ranking.
Yeah, sure.
To me, I also think the other one there would be a center like A.J. Jenks. He needs to continue to win a lot of draws. So important to get puck possession when you're at this time of the year. And he's basically your number 1 center. He needs to have a strong series, too.
All right, I'll get you out on this. We're talking Walleye, but, you do have another job, and it is with the Toledo Mudhens as well. How is this shaping up as far as the Mudhens are concerned? They start out the year with the 3 wins in a row. And then, they don't just lose games. They don't get blown out or whatever. They do a couple of times. But it's either a blowout, extra innings. They're finding ways to lose that you don't even think about.
Well, I think the biggest thing with the Mudhens right now is they're so young. And you start looking around and you go, boy, there is quite a difference. If you go back and look at the roster at this time last year, you had so many guys that were in their upper 20s, early 30s. It was more of a veteran team. Now you're seeing that younger group make their way up, and especially with the pitching side. You have so many guys that are 23, 24. They're just 22. They're just seeing that, AAA baseball for the most part right now. And that can lead to a lot of up and down all the way through. It just will. There's going to be some stretches where you go, wow, dynamite. Bo Burrows, dynamite. Yeah. But then he has a bad one mixed in there. And, Willie Castro, he's hitting the ball very well. And you watch him make some great plays. And then he has one where he bobbles it, and you're like, what? How does he bobble that one? Right. So, there's just so many things to the game that learning that consistency can take time. And unfortunately for the Mudhens, they're trying to learn that, and it's costing them some games as well.
No question. He is the hardest working man in show business in the Glass City.
Next to Eric.
The voice of hockey in Toledo, and next to Jim Weber, the Mudhens. He is Matt Melzak. Catch him starting Friday night when they drop the puck on Fox Sports AM 1230 and right here on BCSN.